had a lot of liars in 2019 on YouTube that we have both discussed about, and today we're gonna give you the top 5 liars on YouTube. So let's get straight into the drama. No, she doesn't lie.
Avocado.
Avocado. Yeah. Trisha Paytas, I've spoken about them. We'll have to put them together. They're basically twins. Trisha Paytas and Nikocado Avocado. Both liars. We're gonna get dragged.
Why I like avocados my bangs? Trisha can go jump in a hole.
Every time I don't want to eat because I ate too much, I just watch Nick's video and I'm like, ew, and then I don't eat for like ages.
It's a clip of Nikocado Avocado eating cheese sauce.
Okay, the reason why they're the top liars is because, oh, Trisha, what did she lie about?
She lied about being trans.
I feel like I'm a transgender female to male, but also like a drag queen.
Lied about the fact that she might have been black, she might have been adopted because she has black features.
My eyelids are extremely like dark and oily, which a lot of people have noticed, and he said that's like a really like predominant thing in like the African American culture. It's like,
even though she paid for big lips and a fat ass.
She actually said that.
She thought she was black and she was probably adopted. She also talked about how she had jungle fever, and she also bought a black baby doll, and she also talked about how it was her baby and how she was gonna raise it and cater to her and take care of it.
my little baby OJ, a lot of people are questioning, oh my god, or wondering, I guess, or how I had a black son.
Then there was an instance where she claimed that she wanted all the Mexicans out of America because she's over them and all they do is take our jobs. Was she trolling? When in reality, she claims that she's a huge Republican, but then she came out 3 years later when she got dragged for it. Because, you know, David Dobrik basically humanized her and made her a kid-friendly bitch. And she went on saying, guys, like, I'm so sorry, like, I did things for shock value. But then a month later, when she cuts off David Dobrik and he cuts her ass off, she then goes on a huge tangent of trolling people.
Yeah, she went crazy, right?
She went crazy, so that bitch hasn't changed. She's highly intelligent and knows what she's doing.
Problematic.
She's a massive liar. She's a liar. She's a
liar. I definitely
she's a troll, but I respect the hustle. Just don't like her. She's trash.
Yeah, she talks shit too. And then Nikocado, he lies. For example, the reason why he started eating meat again was a total bullshit excuse. He was complaining about his health, and next thing you know, now he's overweight.
And I don't even know why. I don't know why. I have a fast metabolism. 1, 2, 3 burgers and 2 large fries. We have. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why.
He's overweight now. He's probably got more health issues than before. Taz, I feel like if he just didn't want to be vegan, just be like, no, I don't want to be vegan anymore. But instead, he wanted to find like an excuse, a reason to get out of it. I think that's one of the biggest lies that he has done on YouTube. And he's probably lied about other YouTubers as well. He lied about Trisha Paytas, saying that he exaggerated, I would say, and said, oh, she spread the messages everywhere when there was that drama with him and her.
And sent them all over the internet.
Really, she didn't. She only gave it to one person, which was me. And when I made that video at that time, I got so much dislike and got dragged in the comments because I guess you guys didn't get notifications because I had more hate than love. How does it feel now, bitch? Does it feel salty? Y'all a bunch of sheep that listen to a manipulator? Exactly. Bye, Faye. Don't come back subscribe to my channel now, hoes. Let's move on to number 2 because I'm getting sick already.
The Ace family.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, the Ace family. They lie about everything. They lie about loving each other. They lie about the fact in their relationship. They lie about the fact that Catherine wasn't an escort allegedly. When in reality, there's a lot of undeniable proof and a lot of pictures of her, you know, doing something strange for the change. But hey, you know what? That's alleged. And let's see. And also, Catherine and Austin like to lie and claim that they're not quote unquote racist, but they've done a lot of questionable things. I mean, for one, Catherine has videos of her saying that she didn't want to walk past black people. And
my car, and I'm in the ghetto, and I have to walk by those people right there. As a woman, do you know how stressful that is?
And then when she got called out for it, because I'm the one who basically put the video out there because somebody sent it to me, and then when it like went viral and T-Pages started posting it, her excuse was, "Oh my God, people love to misconstrue everything. I'm not a racist. I used to live in the ghetto." First of all, nobody from the ghetto calls it ghetto. Like, no one calls it the ghetto. Only white people do that shit. Like, nobody calls it the ghetto.
What do they call it?
We call it the hood.
I thought
Plain and
so,
simple.
yeah.
Even where you stay at, people call it the hood. That's just a normal thing.
Where I stay at?
Like, no, like, even in Australia, like, a rough area, you guys usually call it the hood. Or you guys call it a rough area, right?
Yeah, a rough area or something like that.
Or the hood. But in Australia, that's a normal word, right?
Yeah.
The hood. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, no, not the hood. I don't think they use the hood. They usually use, like, a bad area or a rough area.
Okay. But in
That's
reality,
what they say.
in America, most people from rough areas call it the hood because the word the ghetto is very demeaning and it pretty much implies that everybody in there is basically trash. When in reality, there's a lot of highly intelligent people, and a lot of very decent parts of the ghetto. When in reality, when she said ghetto, she meant places that are predominantly filled with Latinos and black people. But that's a whole other video and a whole other topic that I already covered. And as far as Austin, his disgusting tweets that he got a pass for, and his black mom, his trash bedwench mother, no offense, had the nerve to excuse his behavior by saying, "You're black, you can't be racist."
The world is racist. Baby, it's okay. It's okay. Lift up each other up, not bring them down. You're a jokester. That's a joke. Hello? I'm black.
Okay, self-hating bitch who married a white man.
He wouldn't be considered colorist, right?
First of all, Austin's not black.
I don't know. I think he would be thrown in the pool. He would be thrown in the pool of all.
First of all, he's very, very fair-skinned. And first of all, being fair-skinned and then having, you know, certain features that just don't align with blackness. Like, I'm a phenotype person. I feel like there's no such thing as a mixed person being black. There's a difference between somebody like me and somebody like Drake. Drake, for example, is biracial. And
yeah,
it's kind of obvious, you know, the fair skin, the hair type, the phenotypes, you know, nose, lips, all that. He might have predominantly black features, but I'm a phenotype person. If you're mixed, you're not black. There's no such thing as a mixed black person.
To a white person, they're gonna consider him black.
Nah, they know, white people know the difference between black and mixed.
way.
They just like
I don't think, not all of y'all, but I think most of you don't.
The white people who don't give a fuck label all of us as minorities.
Trash.
But we're not.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's how race works. They look at us as the same as far as like we're all under them, but that doesn't mean we have the same experiences. So Austin isn't black. So the excuse of him being black, first of all, no. If anything, he's just a quarter black. First of all, his mom is mixed, but she looks black.
Yeah.
And for one, his dad is white, and plus their daughter isn't black. Austin's daughter isn't black. So that's not a black family. That's legit a white family.
Also, Austin lied about his basketball game, said he was going to give $100,000.
Receive a $100,000 check to donate to charity.
And he ends up giving like, what, $75K? He improved this year though. He improved this year, gave out all the winning things that he
said. Charity though. He made a charitable donation to his father, which doesn't count.
No, his dad said he used to work there. So it depends. If he's like, let's say he's still, it's still a charity, you know what I'm saying?
His dad's old as fuck, so his dad's probably retired, but it's not a charity. It's not a charity. It's basically it's a camp. A camp doesn't really count as a charity. You made a charitable donation, but it's not a charity. And then mind you, he literally did all this, do a massive event just to hand his dad the check. I mean, come on now. Like, let's say his dad was just like, all right, we ain't giving away shit. Here's the money back. Let's go for let's
No, they couldn't because they had the charity name on it. I think they gave it to the charity for sure. The charity name would have been on it. If it's not, I'll put a screenshot on here. But
it's not. It's
if the charity name's not on there and it's just dollars, then that's really sus. But his dad's not used to work with them or support them or whatever. So if he did promote it, it would be really sus. And if they didn't receive anything, you know what I mean?
I don't trust nothing.
I don't think they would do that publicly.
Come on now, like that's like you saying that you're giving the charity, but instead you're giving to your dad's.
I think
is that considered giving the charity? But like, would that be fair if you told all your viewers to come to your meet and greet and pay $1, and then as soon as they pay, you say I'm giving the charity, and then boom, you turn around and say, yeah, but I'm giving it to my dad. Like that's not but my dad's doing. My dad's a business. It's his dad that did something to help like disabled kids or something. He just so happens to work at a camp that's full of disabled kids.
Yeah. Those kids that can't afford it, or
I want to see proof.
I need it. I want
to see proof. He showed us proof that they went to Africa and made a well. Show us proof that money went to things. Show us the books. Show us the computers. Show us the tablets they got.
Point there.
Show us the uniforms. What did that money go towards?
Only, but I feel like they have to prove it only because of what they did last time. But last time they did prove it by going. I feel like personally this year they improved. We whooped their asses last year real good, and they were like, yeah, we can't say this and then do the other. We have to follow everything through. So I think personally, I think they did good this year when it came to the
They did good at scamming, allegedly.
Chris Sales lies to this day, lied about the Parker situation.
Like, you know I ain't do that. I don't know why she lying, bro. You know, if you see that bruise by her arm, that's where I grabbed her at. I was grabbed and like, chill the fuck out. I was holding like real tight. Like, chill out. And then that's where she ended up spitting on me. You know, when I was grabbing her, she spit on me. So I ended up smacking her. You know what, y'all, to be honest, it's okay. God got me, you know.
Allegedly, he actually appealed guilty, but I have to confirm with you guys on that one. Still lies about the iPhone scam thing.
How exactly are you scamming people?
Well, I'm not. Okay, iPhones on the internet, but they really didn't, you know, ship them out or anything like that. About to go ship the rest of these iPhones off. Let me know what y'all trying to do.
He was completely bullshitting about the Parker situation. It's just sus because he lied to his fans and then he admitted to another celebrity that he hit her. And then later on when that celebrity, not the celebrity, the girl who sleeps around with celebrities.
Selena Powell.
Yeah. And because she came out, that's when he started talking about it. But before, don't believe anything you see on the internet. He's a very good liar manipulator. He loves to trick everyone and to think that he is humble and changed, but he's really not. He's just a manipulative creep, to be honest with you.
He is like 23, so he is pretty young, which is no excuse. And plus, the one thing about Chris is, him and Queen have literally been together since they was 16, since they was 17. So he literally had no time to be a hoe and go around. They got married at 18, 19. Like, come on, that's very insane. And then they had a kid
got married at 18.
Your parents.
A lot of people did back in the day. Got married at 18. I don't feel like that's an excuse.
Let's just put it this way.
Especially if you want to, you know, bring up Jesus.
Let's put it this way.
Always do.
Let's put it this way. Did your parents finish high school when they got married?
Yeah.
Your parents were together at 18, but they weren't married at 18.
No, they got married. My mom was 18. I think my dad was 19.
And they graduated high school, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Queen didn't graduate high school while they were together, so they were worried about preparing their lives while they were still in school. And it's one of those things where it's just like they probably were way too focused and way too invested on their relationship rather than what the, you know, downsides of adulthood is. And then they immediately had a child like right after high school. It's not like they had you and your sister right after high school, right? They waited a couple of years.
I think they had my brother a year later. I could be wrong. I have to calculate.
Your mom was a teen mom?
She was 18.
That's kind of a teen mom, right?
That's an adult.
I see that as a teen mom.
No, I don't see that as a teen. I think that's an adult. That's like an old adult. There's young adult and old adult. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. In my head, 18.
You gotta confirm with her.
Yeah, I have to confirm.
Because technically, your mom is like 53, right? Your mom's 53, and then your brother is like 34.
Let me quickly ring her right now.
Your brother's 30, though.
But a lot of people did that back in the day. They got married young and had kids. You know what I mean?
Your parents had time to finish high school and go to college and go to school and figure out who they wanted to be. So, and then they got together. But Chris and Queen, they were together in high school, out of high school, ran away from home. And your parents already had their own place. They were already on their own.
I think so, yeah. Chris was a hoe, though.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things where maybe they didn't have time to grow up, and everybody matures differently. So maybe they just had a situation where they didn't get a chance to grow up because they were forced to grow up fast, considering Queen got married. And they only got married because she was pregnant, which is never a good thing. But I give that to them, but that's still no excuse. So that's why Chris probably holds around now. 23 years old, famous, got money, travels the world, known by celebrities. Come on now, I'm pretty sure most young men who aren't strong enough to deal with fame are gonna do some shit he's doing. No excuse though.
He probably got gonorrhea, herpes, syphilis. I can't imagine how many diseases that boy has.
Are his naked pictures gonna get leaked? It's like,
he could go fishing with it. It was like this. It was crooked as hell. I didn't interview the transgender. That was another girl who interviewed the transgender. But I did. No one ever talks about that, how Chris hooked up with a transsexual woman.
And then Queen was messaging her back and forth.
Yeah, they
never
never
verified those were real.
You know what? I don't think I did at that time. I didn't know about fake messages.
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, how you gotta like record the screen.
Yeah, I didn't know about all that back
from
then.
all to y'all shade.
But she never denied it or anything. Clearance spoke about it on Twitter once. I'm pretty sure he said something or hinted to it, and that kind of confirmed it as well.
I think he just called him gay.
Something like that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he said something. But apparently Clearance got with a transsexual as well.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
I don't blame. I don't blame.
But not.
I don't blame Clarence for hating Chris because Chris put Queen through a lot of shit and used to beat the out of her. So I'm sure allegedly. Beat her ass. It's plain and simple.
Okay, now number 4, Joelle and Lauren. Oh my god, they're the biggest liars. They lie so much that they believe their own lies. For example, they were stealing people's videos and uploading on Facebook and making load of money. I don't know if that's a shitload. They did. Joelle tried to address it, but it was all through just fibs and lies, saying that he messaged the girl and everyone's okay that we take our videos, but when the YouTuber who he stole the video from called her out, was that her name?
+1.
Yeah, she called them out, and all of a sudden, zip. Also striking other people's channel, and then they said they had a reason, and YouTube took it down, not realizing you can take advantage of the YouTube system. And they're probably the most hated on YouTube, to be honest.
And then what about the situation where Joelle assaulted Lauren's
allegedly
sister?
He assaulted Lauren's sister.
Can you believe that?
I
believe her.
I believe her too. I never covered the story, guys, but I do believe her. The way that he tried to cover it up and everything was very manipulative and calculating, not addressing it properly at first. Apparently it was due because he wanted to get a lawyers, and I think they did a cease and assist on her, so she was quiet. So he only spoke when they silenced her. If that is true, I am not saying that is true because I don't know if that's true, but allegedly. I'm gonna try to find receipts and clips for you guys.
Mr. Rice Gum himself.
Rice Gum.
Now, Rice Gum is a very popular YouTuber that I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know.
Yeah,
he started the whole diss track trend on YouTube, and he really paved a huge way for himself. But the one thing about Rice Gum is a lot of the beefs he was in were staged, scripted, and weren't real. I mean, he actually was paid to promote Lil Tay. He was also paid to promote a lot of upcoming SoundCloud rappers and to roast them. Like, Rice Gum got the bag to roast a lot of people, making videos about a lot of people.
How much?
He was on the payroll. No one really knows. But
how do you know it's true?
Allegedly.
Lil Tay, what money did they have?
Allegedly. It's one of those things where a lot of it, you know what, let me not say pay, let me just say it was calculated, because it's all PR. Isn't it funny how the first time we were all introduced to Lil Tay, she came out of nowhere because Rice Gum reacted to her? Yeah. And then from there...
Nah, she went viral for saying the N-word.
But isn't it crazy how Rice Gum made like 2 videos about her and then took off? Like, it's kind of weird, and it just seems a little too calculated. So I feel like Rice Gum is very payroll-ish, and then also he promoted gambling to his subscribers. And
was it gambling?
It kind of was, like bidding, when in reality it's not okay to do that to little ass kids when you have a small ass kid phone. But it's whatever, because you know YouTube has these new guidelines where if you're a grown ass motherfucker and you got a kid following, you can promote certain things to them, or your channel is
Gone.
Bye bye, bitch. So in reality, Rice Gum wouldn't thrive. You know, I wonder how he feels about these new guidelines.
Yeah.
He has a mainly kid audience.
That's crazy.
I wonder how he's gonna be affected.
Because he can mark his videos content as adult, but if YouTube doesn't review his content as adult, well, they never really praised him, so he's not really family friendly. Yeah. YouTube never really uplifted people like him.
Another YouTuber, you know what? I actually wish I didn't say Rice Gum. I got somebody else. Mrs. Gabby Hanna. Gabby Hanna's probably
Who's that?
Gabby Hanna, The Gabby Show.
I've never spoken about. Oh, I did talk about her once with the Rice Gum drama.
Yeah, that drama was horrible. You know what?
I don't even know enough about her.
I know she's basically. I used to follow her on Vine 6 years ago.
But she seems irritating as hell.
She's very goofy, high energy. She's 28 years old. She's very talented. She's an upcoming actress. She's a YouTuber, and you know, it's kind of unfortunate that she's getting outed for a lot of things that she's in right now. And the whole Rice Gum situation is what turned me off from her, even though I still supported her. She had the nerve to literally walk up to Rice Gum and say, "Hey guy, so I'm with Rice Gum. Oh, but he doesn't have his Ghost Ride today." And then when the nigga pull up, snatch her shit, throw her ass on the couch and break her phone, she have the nerve to be sad and upset because he smashed her phone. Like,
I wouldn't be
first of all, and let me finish.
Okay,
and then she had the nerve to fucking go on Snapchat and say, "Hey guys, so Rice Gum just hit me." So bitch, you pulled up, and because he showed you that he's about that life, because I didn't know Rice Gum was about that life, that situation. He showed you that he was about that life, and now you have the nerve to be like, "So Rice Gum just hit me." Well, you should have never filmed him in the first place. There you go, bitch. You want smoke, you got it. That's how I feel. And plus, when it comes to Gabby, I don't like how she got dragged, because when Rice Gum called her out, a lot of people came forth to defend Rice Gum. And she was like, okay, he didn't really like actually like hit me, but like he was like really aggressive with me to the point where it seemed like he like grabbed me, like basically he held me, like put his arm on my leg and tried to grab my phone from me, like we were playing tug of war. He even twisted my arm. I'm like, bitch, that is assault, but he definitely didn't hit your ass, and you should have never went on to say that. And it's fucked up. And she even cut off a lot of people for not defending her, because a lot of people witnessed that situation. But anyways, don't sit up here and say that the nigga hit you when he really didn't hit you, and have the nerve to literally play the victim.
Okay.
She should have apologized and admit her wrong.
I have to tell you this. Rice Gum is not about that life at all, because when the people from 10 Team approached him, he was all pussied out.
Oh, what's up, bro? Oh, what poppin', bro?
Bitch, what?
Oh my god, this is so random.
Yo, no, I'm right here. You can smack me, bro. Yo, no.
Straight fist.
You could.
If you were to come to my house, You know what I'm saying?
Harder.
Jake's your dad. He takes 20%.
They had their camera out. You don't see Rice Gum grabbing their camera. He only did it because she's a girl, because he's a weak. He wouldn't do that to a guy, but he would do it to a girl. He's weak as Rice Gum.
That's a very good point. He did that to a man. He did it to a woman, but he wouldn't have done it to a man.
Yeah, especially. Do you know who they are? The two guys that went to Team 10?
Yeah, Chance and Anthony.
Yeah, and they approached him in LA Boulevard.
Yeah, and it's really and that video was funny as.
Yeah, because he was gonna shake their hand.
But then again, he was in public. Like the party, he wasn't in public.
Oh,
I'm sure if this was like in the privacy of a party, they wouldn't have had that same energy.
Nah. I don't think he would go for them in. I think it's just because he feels like he could probably get away with it. It's a female.
I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have assaulted Gabby in the street either, because there's witnesses and cameras everywhere.
True that. Didn't he do that to a little boy though?
Allegedly he did that because somebody tried to break into his house. Like they tried to go through his garage and they invaded his privacy.
Oh no, not that one. I know which one you're talking about, but there was another situation ages ago. You know what? I need more proof to talk about that. But shit. Who do you guys think is the top liar that we probably haven't mentioned, and why? Let us know in the comment section below. One person we didn't mention is Queen Naija. She lies more than anyone. Like, I think because she's got such a huge ego and so much pride and wants to impress everyone and look good in everyone's eye. I think her church taught her that and embedded that in her head.
That she has to look good.
That she has to be good all times, all that ish. That's why she got married to Chris before they had the baby. Pride, ego thing, you know. And I feel that she just lies to make herself look good. And she does that a lot. And she says, I'm the most transparent. No, you're not, bitch. Transparent people don't lie like that. That's crazy. But let us know in the comment section below if we missed out on anyone. Smash that like button. Hit our subscribe buttons. I'm going to put Troyce's subscribe thing here and my subscribe thing on the cards. Subscribe to us. And I'll see you guys in another drama video.